On August 9th, we will be spotlighting influential leaders, companies, and agencies who represent Singapore's global presence and stand at the forefront of shaping innovation with meaningful impact. This includes Heng Tung Chu, EVP of the Singapore Development Board, who joins me now. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Ashley. Thanks for having me.
So what is drawing top founders to build their next businesses out of Singapore?
Well, for context, Singapore is a diversified economy with a strong concentration of multinationals and a vibrant startup ecosystem. And it's operating in Southeast Asia, a region of high growth. And that's always good when you're building new businesses. We also have a consistent push for technology creation and innovation in our history. So for example, the Singapore government has invested about $28 billion over the last 5 years, or 1% of our GDP annually, in research and innovation activities. And that's really important substrate for competitive business. We are constantly expanding our ecosystem here to support companies in building or deepening their innovation footprint to serve Asia and the rest of the world. Experienced founders looking to start their next ventures will find Singapore an attractive launchpad. Singapore offers a stable and pro-business operating environment, strong talent pool for them to build their A teams here, and we know it's important to have the best teams, and a growing network of innovation and business partners that includes startups, multinationals and their key decision makers, and established research institutes. And not to forget, Singapore is one of the most livable and safe cities in the world for their families. So at the Singapore EDB, we are helping founders and companies build bold global businesses. And of late, we are seeing more repeat and seasoned founders coming to Singapore. And in the past 2 years alone, EDB has facilitated the launch of over 30 new ventures by more than 50 of such top founders. And we hope to work with more such like-minded founders.
How is the Singapore government actively backing this venture creation from large companies to smaller startups?
Well, we know that great ideas need the right environment to take off. And that's why we focus on what really matters, making it easier for founders and companies to access global talent, capital, and customers. One of our newest initiatives is the Global Founder Program. It is designed for experienced founders who are thinking about their next global venture. And we support these founders through the key stages of their journey. Now, when the founders are just getting started, we help them understand and validate the opportunities of interest by connecting them to the right networks. We also offer a range of employment passes for leaders from diverse fields, and that include personalized visa for experienced founders and their families to live and work in Singapore. Now, as they build, we support them in hiring the right talent, landing their first customer, and raising capital. And finally, when it's time to scale, we help founders enter new geographies and grow their brand globally, all from a trusted and connected base in Singapore. Now, we may be a small country, but we think big, and we're serious about backing the next generation of global champions.
Thank you to Heng Tung Chu, EVP of the Singapore Development Board. So amazing what Singapore is doing. I love that he said they're a small country, but they're thinking big. And just in terms of anniversaries, we just celebrated here. We had the closing bell for New York City's 400th anniversary. America is 250 years old next year. So there's a lot going on globally.
So much to celebrate. Indeed, of course, we've been hearing from so many incredible leaders and entrepreneurs in Singapore. I know focus now on 60 years forward after the 60-year anniversary tomorrow.